Okay, this is, I don't know, take 3. Trying to get out of the sun here. No promises though. Okay, play it all night, or wait, not play it all night long. Poor, poor, pitiful me. There's no videos that I can find online of how to play this, which is a shame because I think it's one of the coolest rock and roll riffs ever. One of my favorite rock and roll songs ever. About a guy who's seemingly has a great romantic life, or fun anyways, but still feels so sorry for himself and thinks he can't do anything right. He can't even kill himself right. I think I heard, this could be a lie, could be a rumor, but I heard this song was poking fun at Jackson Browne for being so sad, even though all the ladies wanted him. That could be wrong, but I think it's kind of a fun story. And I think he produced this song, and it makes sense because if you listen, left-hand side is the guitar we're going to be talking about. Right-hand side, fiddle. Listened last night, hadn't heard it in a long time, and said, that's got to be Lindley. It's got to be Lindley playing fiddle. It is Lindley playing fiddle. Kind of signature tone of his. Maybe through a guitar amp even. I don't know, it sounds cool. It sounds like his live tone, which, you know, would have been through a guitar amp or something. But I could be totally wrong. Doesn't really matter. Here we go. Here's the riff. Let me play it. No promises, there won't be little mistakes. Oh yeah. God, I've done this too many times. I'm missing things. You're doing a lot of bends down here, right? I like this neck really flat, really low nut. Might be a little bit easier if you have a higher nut and a little bit of relief. These are old vintage frets that are all worn down, so there's that too. Excuses, excuses. That being said, check this out. I got the tremolo thing because I float the bridge on this a lot. Highly recommend it. It's great. Yeah, okay. No comments on the tone, please. There's not an amp in this room, so we're going into a modeler and using a modeled distortion pedal. You know, sounds okay. It's not great. Tone doesn't matter in this. Okay, let's check it out. Here we go. Here's the riff. Something like that. Okay, so let's check it out. That high G on the E string is ringing pretty much the whole time. There's simpler ways to play this without getting all the details, which that's how I played it for years, but I didn't have a computer for years, so I didn't have a way to really slow it down and listen. But I did, so more details. That string is ringing out. Play that with my pinky so that you can bend with these 2 fingers. I guess, you know, yeah, that's probably how you want to do it. I don't know, there's another way. There might be, but anyways, that's how I'm going to do it. So it starts with this kind of C and G shape. Yeah, C and G notes. But it's not just that. We have a little hammer on. So 2 plucks, but second one has a hammer on. Pretty easy to miss that. It's really fast. Then, just, you know, top 2 notes of a G chord, D and G. Okay, then we have a country bend, which goes like this. Simple, but gotta hold the top note, so it makes it a country bend. Okay, now, next little detail. That little, we got a little hammer on there. Same kind of deal as this, right? Now, I think he's just playing I hate to say I don't know who played guitar on this, There's a lot of lists of people on that played on the track. Even I think Lindsey Buckingham played on this album. I don't think this is him playing guitar, but it could be. Whatever. Whoever did it, they I think are just hitting the G string there for that. Right? Okay. Then we'll bend up again. I'll keep changing the fingering because if I don't play the whole riff. So, getting that completely in tune is tricky, but it's rock and roll. Doesn't have to be completely in tune with all 3 notes. It's tough. Might only be hitting these 2 strings, but I think the G is still ringing out. This will show up in the solo. Again, this idea of letting a note ring out, which I'll show you the solo too. Then you just hit it. Hit it, release it. Hit it while it's still bent, release it. Go to the open string, right? Then we go and then we go back to our first hit, right? And then it actually kind of hits that low G before it really hits the open G string. And does that sort of thing, which is cool because on the Fender guitars, that G is always so freaking loud and kind of like twangs up in pitch. So whole thing, slow. You can keep that high G in there too. Right, at speed. So, surprise, surprise, what I was missing was the that and the which is really cool. Then the the verses are chugging along. That sort of thing. Solo, well, the riff happens first after the second chorus. Riff happens, then the solo. Teach that, same kind of stuff. It's cool. Same riffs in a lot of different, in 2 different octaves. Okay, so similar to the signature riff. You can play this with different fingers. I have small hands, so I might be using my pinky when someone else uses their middle finger. Right? Simple. And then we go. So the bend. And then major 7th. Which normally you might be going something like that, but he hits the F sharp. And then kind of same lick as the first. Then again, same kind of lick, up an octave on the high E string. That's what it is. And then there's kind of this pentatonic thing. But first note is actually flubbed a little bit. So sounds different than if you actually play it. Something like that. Something like that, and again, it's cool if you get some of those other strings going. Sounds pretty rock and roll. Then the lick moves up an octave. Now you could do it here, but I'm pretty sure it's still on the E string. I think he hits it twice like that. Then goes up to the octave. Kind of BB King-ish. Then it's all G major pentatonic. Let me get my bearing. Yeah. So, little bend, release, play the E, back to G, and then just simple major pentatonic thing, Dickie Betsy, or BB Kingy. Anyways, major pentatonic. Then back to a country thing. Rhythm of this is a little funnier. The phrasing, it's not what I would expect. Right? And then there's one little blues lick that ends the whole thing. I play it up there because you can do this. You can bend the B flat this way and the C the other way. You could do it here too, but I kind of like this. That's it. Here's the whole thing. So, second half. Again, kind of AC/DC almost. A lot of references I'm making. That's the solo, and then from there it goes to walks up the C major or G major scale, starting on C. Right, and that's right after the solo, and then it waits a note or waits a beat. And unison bend. Then on the D, unison bend to the G. Very cool. That's it. Hope that was useful. Learn the riff right. I would have told my younger self. And play it all night long, in the words of Warren Zevon. Might do that one next on lap steel. Maybe do some other Zevon tunes. Tearing off my calluses from doing this all last night. Okay, check it out. Have fun. Bye.